Zabo? That's different.
Start with Zabo you do. For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now. Start with Zabo you get in the beat.
That's it right there.
For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now. For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now. guys. Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
That's it right there.
Say, that's crazy, bro. Zay, that's crazy, bro.
What's your name? What's your name? Zayba? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? Zayba? Ooh, that's different.
For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now. For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
Zay, that's crazy, bro. crazy, bro.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? That's different. Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing this is Good Friday for us. Just want to update everybody. How everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good day, whether you was at work or at home or at school or at church. So today, we're going to talk about just enjoying life in a whole. All right? We had some discrepancies this week, but it all turned out to be okay, which is good. Hey, how everybody doing? Gold mine. Love and relationships. For everybody that's in a relationship, I hope that your relationship is a happy relationship. I hope the people that feel like they're in love, I hope that you are really in love. I want y'all to welcome Miss Shanita.
Hello, people. Glad you're here.
I was me and some of my guys was talking today, and we got a couple of buddies that's going through some things, and you know they was trying to get insight and trying to find remedies for some of their occasions that they dealing with. And my advice to them was just be you. Just be who you are. You can have a solid relationship if everybody in the relationship is just being honest and real.
Absolutely.
Just be honest and real.
Be real.
You know, you know, sometimes we go in relationships and we go in them on a deceptive note coming out the gate.
Right.
And that's what makes your relationship continue to be off balance. You know, some people say you come in a relationship telling lies. Mm-hmm. Those are not lies. You know, we as men, I'm going to speak on us as men. Sometimes men come in a relationship with the thought process and the mindset that they're not in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Because their purpose of dealing with the woman basically comes from just wanting to sleep with her. All right? So if you're looking at a woman to be a bed pillow and not the woman that you want to be laying beside every day or every night or every morning, then you're coming into the relationship blind anyway. So be real. Be real coming out the gate. Be real. Let her know what your motives are day one. You know, and I used to have this thing that I used to do, and I used to tell a lot of my friends that I used to do with women as far as if I'm not planning on being in a relationship with you, or I just feel like I just want to kick it with you and have some fun, or, you know, if it get to be intimacy in it, then, and I know I'm not for real with it, mm-hmm. This is what I'll tell you. I say, hey, sweetheart, how you doing? My name is Big Jeff or Jeffro or whatever name I'm using at that time. And I'll tell you, you are a very attractive woman, young lady, or whatever the case might be. But I don't have a rap. I'm not a rapper. I don't have a conversation, so I'm not trying to come and talk to you to try to finesse you out of anything. I just want to spend some time with you. I just want to kick it with you, and if things should go any further, we'll take it further, But other than that, just tell me what bill need to be paid,
Oh shit.
and I'm willing to help.
Come through.
I'm willing to help. So, you know, we gotta be men sometime when we are speaking with these young ladies. And ladies, you all should be able to tell when we bullshitting. You all should be able to say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play the game with him because I know he bullshitting. Or I know he just popping. You understand? So you all sometimes play along with the bull crap too.
Well, look,
So-
help us out, Big Jeff. So give us some clues to how can we be able to tell that they coming with the bullshit? How?
Because if you meet a man, that's a good question. If you meet a man in a bar or a club, sometimes he can turn out to be that gentleman. But you should know from the beginning of the conversation where he's coming from. Some of us can play it, some of us can hide it real good. But if you're in a club or a bar, and a man comes up to talk to you, and he talked to you for 15 minutes, and out of 15 minutes of talking, he don't offer to buy you a drink, he on the bullshit. He on the bullshit.
So if he's not offering any compensation, if he's not offering a drink or any type of spending some type of money on you off the rip, he's on the BS already.
Yeah, he on the bullshit.
He on the
He on the
bullshit.
bullshit.
All right.
So, you know, we you know, and some women be on the same bullshit too. Women be on it too, you know, because guys, we all know that if a woman comes out of her mouth as soon as you ask her what her name is or whatever, and she say, buy me a drink, she on the bullshit. She on the bullshit too.
So she shouldn't ask. She
So
should be offered.
she should never have to ask a man to buy her anything. Especially if he's interested. Okay? So we as men, we gotta start back spoiling our women.
Ooh, tell him.
We gotta start spoiling our women. If you're not there to stay, just let her know you want to pay a bill. You want to help out with the kids. You want to help out with something. Mm-hmm. And if she feel like she got everything under control, just give her something anyway. Leave it on the counter. Leave it on the counter.
So are you saying that's a man's way of showing that he's interested in you if he's spending money on you?
No, nope. That's not always true.
Okay.
You know, a man can show you interest without spending money on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If he's interested, he gonna make a lot of offers anyway. He gonna offer to take you out. He gonna offer to, you know, spend some quality time with you as far as taking you to a dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna show interest. You know, interest doesn't always have to mean sex.
Right.
Interest don't have to mean sex. You know, and we get caught up in the moment because of how we meet people sometimes. You know, we meet people sometime and then we wake up in the morning. Well, I'm not going to say we because I don't drink. And we wake up in the morning and say, oh, Lord, I was just drunk. I did it because I was high. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if it's like that, hey, you already know you on the bullshit.
What you think, Miss Sylvia? We got the infamous Miss Sylvia up here joining us today.
Men will always show their interest if they are really interested.
That's right.
So don't get it twisted. And women will show their interest because they'll be real as long as you being real.
Facts.
You know, so it goes both ways. But a real gentleman, if you being a gentleman, she shouldn't have to put herself in no difficult position for you to entertain her and for you to treat her as a young woman or as a lady. You know, so that's how love and relationships build. All right. Some women, if a man tell you, I have told women sometimes, I'm gonna be me regardless. I'm gonna be me until the cows come home. I'm gonna be me. So you can't change me. See, sometimes we go in relationships trying to change the other person. The only person who can change a person is that person. People change themselves. You cannot change. Stop thinking that you can change a man or you can change a woman. So don't tell me 6 months from now or a year from now, oh, I thought you were going to be different. I thought you were going to be done changed by now. No, I'm going to change when I'm ready to change. I'm going to change when I feel like I have to change. But what I will do is I'll adjust. I'll adjust to the situation that we're in. All right? So we got the infamous Sylvia in the house tonight. Now, see, a lot of people have been saying, hey, Miss Sylvia, you know, so they speaking to you, Sylvia. They shooting their shouts out. All right? Now, we're going to move on from love and relationships. Last week, I let everyone know that we'll start taking questions on whatever. So that's why I started this week with something that like love and relationships. All right? So we're going to start taking questions today. We're going to talk a little bit about the trial today. We're going to talk a little bit about a hearing that took place today at the Senate that a young lady that filed a RICO against the district attorney in the district attorney office had to attend today. And the Senate found her to be justifiable in what she was saying about the reason she filed this RICO against the DA in the district attorney office. So it's to where the district attorney office has done so much improper prosecutions to where they have really bitten the forbidden fruit, and now it's telling on them. And now it's really telling on them. You know, so this young lady, you know, you can pull them up. You can pull it up on YouTube. Her name is Misha something. Misha Maynard. Her name is Misha Maynard.
She's a Georgia state rep.
And she's a Georgia state rep that went before the Senate today on a case that she had brought up on the DA. And this case, this is the second time she has brought this case up on the district attorney, in the district attorney office. So I want y'all to go on YouTube or whatever and check it out. So and it's real interesting because it plays a good role in what we're dealing with as well. Also, we're gonna start talking about, I'm gonna let Shanita update you all on some of the things that she have been a pro-activist in, you know, and let her give you all some insights and updates on, you know, a lot of cases that have been done wrongfully, not just in Atlanta, but in other cities, to where we found ourselves talking about this young man that was, I don't know if any of you know about it, but this young man name is,
Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson, and he was a kid that was in high school. And they found him rolled up in a workout mat in the gym. And, you know, his family is really keeping his life
His legacy
and his legacy
alive, right.
alive.
So what's going on with Mr. Kendrick Johnson? It has been 12 years now. And Lowndes High School down in Valdosta is where Kendrick was murdered at school. How do you send your child to school and they return home in a body bag? So, up until today, they're still denying that he was actually murdered at school. They want us to believe that it was an accident. Next week on the show, we will have a group of activists that have stood beside the family. Recently, they've joined the family to help reignite the fight for Kendrick, which actually the fight never died. The family has always fought for him. So next week, we'll have the group on here, and hopefully we'll have one of Kendrick's parents to come and talk about the murder of their child that happened while he was at school. And again, it has been 11 years. They've done everything from digging the body up, removing his organs. They think that, you know, they've hidden all of the evidence, but we all know when God's ready to reveal it, that's exactly what's going to happen. So that's what we're waiting on right now. There are other cases also in the state of Georgia that I have advocated for. Most recently, Nigel Cullins, who was murdered at Fogo de Chao in Buckhead. He was shot with his hands up, and the police went to the media and made a false narrative, altered the tape, and showed it to the media, and now coming back and having to show the whole tape, which you know, the family has filed a federal lawsuit against the APD, Fulton County Police Department. So that's where we're at with Nigel's case. There are other cases going on. Jimmy Atchison, he's seeking justice for his son, Jamarian Robinson, and the list goes on. There's so many cases that have been adjudicated unjustly for these people that have lost their lives due to police brutality. And we'll be bringing you guys more of that, of those stories soon. And we'll have the families of those individuals here to talk to you guys about their stories. So now we'll hear from Miss Sylvia. See what information she wants to share today. You want to talk about the case? What happened yesterday?
What didn't happen? Well, we know that the judge has ruled against the defendants in all the mistrial requests, and they just recently, like last night, ruled against Mr. Weinstein's motion. And so we just got to see what happens on Monday. So court's supposed to start at 8 o'clock on Monday. And they're supposed to first question Mr. Kenneth Copeland and whether or not he will testify. And if he doesn't, they're going to basically do the same thing they did last time, which is hold him in contempt. And if he decides to testify, they're going to poll the jury and questioning them and see whether or not they cannot remember or not think about his testimony. And so if they all say they can forget, then they're going to continue.
Which is bogus to me. How can you forget something you've already heard?
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
They not received a fair trial from the beginning. It should already been thrown out with prejudice.
Yeah, and then in the motions and her reply, the order, she basically said, yes, they did do some violation, but here's what we'll do. We'll require them to go take classes.
So, what about what's your name? Who got eaten by the bed bugs?
Okay, so Big Jeff wants to go back to the victims of the police brutality and injustices that we was talking about, because I didn't say LaShawn Thomas, who was eaten alive in Fulton County Jail by bed bugs. This is a case that actually Big Jeff has actually personally advocated for, alongside of the family, to seek justice against the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, Georgia, and seeking justice for the victim who was actually murdered and killed by bed bugs while incarcerated.
And I wanna I wanna send a special shout out to the Thomas family. When I met that family, you know, they was so excited, but they was hurting at the same time to know that they had someone that was actually supporting them. And me and one of his siblings, we got to be real tight with each other. And I want to say what's up to my boy Brad.
What's up, Brad?
What's
Hey,
happening, Brad? All right, we
Miss
love you,
Brad.
man. We love your family. You know what I'm saying? And that family had been through so much. They had been through so much, man, to where, you know, the only thing that they had to lean on was someone's shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, to meet them and to fellowship with them, you know, to walk with them in the honor of their loved one, you know, I felt their hurt, and I didn't feel their hurt because of what we're going through right now. I felt their hurt because of what I have been through throughout life with, you know, family members, friends, you know, anybody that's a part of you means something to you. You know, and family is always, don't let no one ever tell you that family is never first. Family is always first. It's FOE, baby, family over everything, regardless of what. You know what I mean? So, you know, we got to bring back the community. You know, even though we are separated right now in our communities, we can still come together for something other than a funeral. You know, so we trying to put together some things to where we can do some events to bring the community together, and we're trying to do it on every man bring something to the event situation, you know, like the family reunion used to be. Everybody just bring something. You know, we're not gonna just put it on 2 or 3 people back and let them carry it. You know, we're not gonna expect for, you know, these artists and these, you know, actresses and actors, and we're not gonna look for no one of substance to participate in this on nothing other than just showing up and bringing something. If they want to bring more than they can stand, it's welcome. But I want us to do the community get-togethers to where we can just, hey, everybody just show up, man, and bring something. You know, I'm not trying to have a freak Nick, so we ain't going there. I'm not trying to bring freak Nick back. I'm trying to bring family back. I'm trying to bring family back into existence because we have gotten away from family. We have gotten away from family, you know, and I want everybody to understand, if you having an issue with a family member, you're not the only one. It's in everybody's family. Everybody has a family member that they have issues with. Whether it's a good issue or a bad issue or both. You know what I'm saying? So we got to come back to being united. We got to. You know, and then we can take our system back from the people who's corrupted it. That's one way that we can take our city back from the people who are corrupting our city, which is our local politicians. You know, these fake ass street gangs are not taking over our city. They are not causing corruption
They
in our
consider
city.
it Brady material was made, but the fact of
You know, they're not the ones who's creating all this havoc. So we gonna stop letting the system make us think that that's what's really happening in our city. That's not 100% true. And from looking at this case, I have been telling people since day one of this case, I hope everybody's paying attention to it and not just looking at it for, what they're trying to make it be. I want everybody to look at it more in depth look at how our system, how the people in our system, all the people in the politician game can put you in a situation and they can damn near pressure you into committing to something that you don't have a damn thing to do with.
Exactly.
Or you don't have no parts in it whatsoever. But if they can make it guilt by association, guess what? That's what you'll plead to. That's what you'll be pleading to. They want you to plead to guilt by association, people. Not because of what's happening, not because of what they're trying to blame you for, accuse somebody for. They're trying to make you just take a plea so that they can close a chapter, so that they can tell a lie to a family that's grieving about their loved one and make them think that they have really done some justice. Our justice system stinks right now.
Yep.
Our justice system smells worse than a landfill right now. So, I want us to start being open-minded to a lot of things that's going around. I don't care what city you live in. I don't care what state you in. I don't care what part of the world you're in. Let's start being mindful of what is being put before us to make us feel certain ways about each other. I don't have an op. And I'll say that every day. I do not have an op, whatever the hell op's supposed to mean. I haven't figured it out yet. Because to give you a little history of Big Jeff, Big Jeff was born on Fox and Lindsay Street of Atlanta. That's a part of the Bluff. I was born in some apartments called the Horseshoe. The apartment that I was born in was apartment 27 in the Horseshoe. So my grandmother had 13 kids. We have a big family. And my majority of my family is from the west side of Atlanta. So I can't say that I have an op on the west side. I can't say I have an op on the north side or the east side or the south side because I have relatives on all sides of Atlanta. All sides of Atlanta. So I can never say that someone is my op. I have coached high school football in the city of Atlanta for 30 years almost. I have taught a lot of you all, brothers, sisters, cousins, probably mamas, daddies, the whole 9 yards. So I can't tell if we have a problem with each other. And last but not least, we can all sit down and have a conversation, and I'm guaranteeing you it can be with your so-called op. If you talk to them long enough, hell, you might find out y'all probably damn related, some kind of way.
And probably have more in common than you
You know,
think you disagree
and
on.
Thank you, and you can, and, you know, and we can do it in peace. We can do it in peace. You know, we can't have an op if we don't know who the op is, whatever the hell that means. And I was, you know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know, we got to stop our kids from being so easily influenced. Our kids are too easily influenced. That's why a lot of things that's taking place is taking place like like it is. Because these kids are hearing shit in the air. They're not hearing it come from someone else's mouth. They're not hearing it come from that person indirectly. A lot of things that these kids hearing, they hearing it because they're sitting somewhere listening to a bunch of grown people talk, and they talking about any damn thing around children. Now, in the childhood that I was part of, if you were sitting around the grown folks and they were having a conversation, your ass had to get out the door.
That's true.
Or if you say anything, you better hope somebody ain't within reach to hit you in your mouth. You know, so we gotta go back to that. The kids of today, they need that tough love that we grew up with. They need that tough love. You know, and I still give that tough love. I still give that tough love. You know what I'm saying? So Big Jeff is zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to give you my opinion on what I feel like I should give you my opinion on, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. And, you know, I'm not trying to sound like a bear, but you can take it how you want to take it. I'm that type of person. If I don't deal with you, if I don't have no kind of nothing for you on a friendly note, or, you know, us being a cool note or whatever, I do not have a problem with telling you I don't deal with you. I don't deal with you. Mm-hmm. That's what we got to start doing, people. We got to stop making ourselves easily to infiltrate. You know, the rule back in my time, I was born in the 60s. The rules in my time was, in order to conquer, you must divide. Mm-hmm. Let's stop letting our damn system divide us by making us think that we have a problem with each other. Mm-hmm. You know, we're not the only race that kills each other, fight each other, or whatever. We're not no different than any other race. Every race kills each other. Mm-hmm. Every race has a problem with each other on some accord. Hell, look at Putin. Putin over there tearing this damn country up. And you don't hear nobody doing nothing about that. You know, so what makes them better than us? First of all, I want us to understand that blacks, I'm not talking about a damn African, I'm not talking about a goddamn Jews or none of, I'm talking about blacks. We are considered blacks. We are considered Negroes. We are the most hated race in the world. I'm going to say that again. We as blacks are the most hated race in the world. And it's a damn shame that we have a 90% black ratio at our courthouse that's prosecuting other blacks. My understanding was in 2020, the state of Georgia became blue. We became blue. We supposed to became a democratic state, something that we have never been. Just for those of you who don't know, the state of Georgia has always been Republican. For some reason, we turned blue. Okay? But beforehand, we was told that our United States of America was doing away with Confederacy. I'm finna go there. We supposed to do away with Confederacy a few years ago. So they started taking down Confederate monuments. They got rid of the Confederate flag. They got rid of they called General Lee because they had a Confederate flag on it. They got rid of everything that had something to do with the Confederacy. But guess what they didn't get rid of out of the Confederacy? The damn Confederacy law. So how can we get rid of Confederacy and we don't get rid of the Confederacy law? And that's because they know that if they tell us something and they can repeat it consistently, we're going to buy into it. We're going to buy into it. So everybody running around saying, we don't have Confederacy no more. The hell we don't. We still living under the Confederacy law. Damn a car, damn a monument, damn a flag. Let's get rid of the law.
Some of those Jim Crow laws.
Let's get rid of these Jim Crow ass laws. You know, so we got to start teaching each other. We got to start bringing each other up to par. We can make some changes. We just gotta stand tall. We gotta stand down. As I hear people say now, we gotta stand 10 toes down. Let's not just stand 10 toes down when it comes down to an officer hurting one of us. Let's stand 10 toes down on facts. Let's stand 10 toes down to make a difference in our state of Georgia. You know, so we can't, we can talk it all day, but we got to start walking it. We got to start walking it. You got to start walking it. So, that's why I came up with this show. So that we can start talking to each other. I want us to talk to each other. And I don't want us to talk to each other with just negativity. Let's start talking about positive stuff. Let's start talking about things that make sense. Let's start talking about things that make a difference. And then start a movement. And then we can start a movement. We can start a real serious movement. And it can be peaceful. I want y'all to understand and follow me. Anytime any other race have a big event, have a community event, have any type of event whatsoever, you do not see a whole lot of police presence. You do not see it. The police presence that you do see be just to crowd control. But when we decide to have an event in our community, which they consider the black community, they make sure that the black police officers in that zone is designated to go control that event. Let's make it make sense. You know, you have a reunion in the park that you grew up in, but you got police officers coming there before the event even kicked them off, telling you, you know, you can't park on the grass, you can't park on the sidewalk, you can't this and you can't that. You know, at 6 o'clock, y'all gotta shut it down, all this old type of shit. But I can go to any other, I'm not gonna say Buckhead, because Buckhead is not the only place. A lot of places in Atlanta that whites, Korean, Mexican, Latin, all type of people live in them. And they do what the hell they want to do in their community. They do whatever they want to do in their community. So why is it we have to always live it? We always live it, people, because we don't make them respect us as a people. We got to start making our system respect us as a as a people. So we got to start speaking on things that matter. We got to start speaking on things that matter. I've been on all sides of Atlanta this week, doing a meet and greet by myself with no security. I don't need security. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing or nobody. So I've been doing my own meet and greet. I went to a brother's barbershop on the west side on Bankhead. Shout out to Big Steve. Big Steve is one of the most coolest men that I have sat down in fellowship with in a long time. In a long time. Steve has a barbershop on Bankhead Highway. And he does what I watched him and I observed him the whole while I was at his shop talking to him and the guys in the shop. You know, that's barbershop talk. I observed him doing the same thing in his community like we did in our community. Help take care of the community, help support the community. This man gave away so much shit when I was at his barbershop, I started to ask for something. You understand? And he didn't, and it wasn't to where people was coming in asking him for it. His sister was helping him clean up his shop. And every time she ran across something that he felt like somebody could use or he didn't want or whatever, he'll tell somebody in the shop, hey man, you can have that. You can get that. I really enjoyed spending the day on his side of town.
It's community. Mm-hmm.
That's what communities do. We bond.
Yeah.
We share. We show love.
Mm-hmm.
We show love. Fat Steve is going to be a person that's going to be around for a long time. Big boy going to be here for a long time. And it's because he knows that God bless him to bless others. You don't have to be rich to bless people. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be beyond your means to bless somebody.
So true.
You know, so I felt real good. I winded up meeting some guys. I winded up getting guys some insight on fixing their cars. I introduced them to, you know, my partner at the shop that I'm part of, you know, to tell them we can fix your car. We'll fix your car. We'll help you with. We'll try to do whatever we need to do for you. Because that's the movement I'm on. I'm on that type of movement. I'm on the movement that I'm trying to bring the communities back together, and I'm going out trying to handpick the guys that's actually from their communities, that was bred and fed in their community, and ask them to join me in this movement. Join me in this movement, man, to bring our communities back together as a community. We have forgotten about that. We have forgotten about that. And anybody that's at this day and time, anybody that's 65 and under to at least 40, 45, that's our fault. That's our fault these kids have started running amok like they have. That's our fault. Because when we were growing up, if we was out of the pocket, the older generation whooped your ass. Whooped your ass, took you to your mama, and she whooped your ass.
Yep.
And she whooped your ass. Wasn't no why you put your hand on my child like these new wave ass parents is today. Not, oh, you put your hand on my child, so we finna fight. Or we finna have some play. For real? For real? Cause I chastise your child? But now, if I'm out there and something happened to your child, and then I turn around and walk my ass in the house and say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm the wrongest person in the world now. I'm the wrongest person in the world. Now, we don't care. Now, you hate the hood. Now, you hate the community. No, don't do that. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we can make people turn their backs on us because of how we carry ourselves at those times. At those times. If someone bring my child to me and tell me, hey, this boy, this girl, I caught them doing this, I caught them here, I caught them there, and they out of place, I want you to whoop my child ass. I want you to whoop my grandchild ass. And then bring them to me. And I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. No ifs, no ands, no buts. That's Big Jeff 101. You know, my mom had 3 names for us. My mom had 10 boys, and I'm the baby. My mom had 3 names for your ass. The first one was boy. The second one was son. And the third one was your government. Guess which one you better be moving to? You better be moving your ass to boy. You better be moving to boy. Because if she get to your government, you need to be ducking. Because something coming at you. Something coming at you. You know, I remember a time I cursed on my grandmother's porch. And she heard me. My grandmama sat on her porch at 776 Charlotte Place off of Bankhead. She sat on her swing on her porch and whooped my ass, and I was at the end of the porch. My grandmama whooped me with some things, man, made me say I feel sorry for a slave. I got my ass whooped with some pussy willows. Those things, I would have rather had a whip.
Some pussy willow.
That's on the tree.
It's like a whip.
Yes, on a tree.
Pussy willows are made like whips.
Never heard of that.
My grandmama sat on her porch, didn't get up off of her swing, no kind of way. And I was at least 10, 15 feet from her. And she whooped my ass sitting on her swing. You know why? Because I knew not to run. If I run, it's gonna be worse. If I run, it's gonna be worse. So imagine you getting your ass whooped and they telling you, you better not run. You better not run. I couldn't have gathered my legs together to run anyway. Because I knew better. I knew better. So Big Jeff have whooped some ass whoopings you wouldn't believe. I done got my ass whooped in the rain. I done got whooped in the rain, and then my mama told me, now take your ass up there and take your bath and get in the bed. And it's the winter time, and we got cotton blankets.
Yeah.
So hey man, you know that's what we need to go back to. And I guarantee you our kids will be a whole lot better. Our kids, because they'll know what love means. That was love. It was tough, but it was love.
Right.
You knew better. You knew better. You knew better. I'm finna put this challenge out here.
Okay.
I'm finna put a challenge out here. I want any and everybody. This is the challenge. I want everybody to make your children live the life that you lived growing up for 1 year. For 1 year.
I couldn't do it.
They're not gonna make it.
I couldn't do it.
For 1 year. You know, and I'm gonna tell you punk ass parents something, as Barney Mac say. I'm gonna tell you punk ass parents something. All the punk ass parents saying, I couldn't do it, I can't do it, my children ain't gonna do it, my children won't. Your children gonna do what the hell you tell them to do. They gonna do whatever you tell them to do. But guess what they'll do the most? If you tell them to do it, or you show them that you mean business. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. You know, my mom used to tell me, why should I send you to school, boy, with $80 or $100 pair of shoes, which I knew I wasn't gonna get any damn way, 2 men of us, and give you some $50 and $60 pair of pants and a $20, $30, $40 shirt, and you go to school and act a damn fool. But you pretty, you dressed. But you in school acting a damn fool. So guess what Christine's motto was for your ass? If you want to act like a fool, I'm going to let you look like a fool. I'm going to let you look like a damn fool. You know, so understand now, I was number 10 of 10 boys. I was number 10 of 10 boys. And all my brothers bigger than me. So how you think my hand-me-downs fitted me?
We got let's see, like Marley Mack. She says, I can't. My childhood was lit AF. I'm hard on my kid now. And she says, because she wished that her parents was tighter on her.
Well, at least you do understand that you were fortunate. Miss Marley Mack, you know, at least you knew that you was fortunate. You understand? And I applaud you for making your children appreciate things in life. You know, and I sympathize with you know, whatever making you feel like that. But you older now, you know, you got to get past it. You got to get past it. It is what it is.
I have one. Unpopular opinion says, my nephew really wanted a $180 pair of sweatpants. His thin self ain't got 180 worth of body for that even had made sense.
Okay. Your nephew is how old? If he's your nephew, he's a child. If he's a child, and a child is asking for $180 pair of shoes.
No, sweatpants.
Sweatpants. He asking for a pair of sweatpants that cost $180. Where's his other 4 brothers and sisters and shit at that he's finna go perform with or somewhere? You know, so if he's an entertainer on some level, then hey, he need to be wearing a pair of $180 sweatpants. Cause he can afford it.
And he can make that 180
And
back.
he can afford it.
So we have Kim Morris. She said, I remember getting a whipping with a broom because I told my mom I don't feel like washing dishes right now. If you want it done now, tell somebody else to do it. Laugh my ass off.
I hope she broke that broom on your ass too. I hope your mama broke that broom on your ass. You know, and I'm not even saying that because you didn't watch the dishes. I'm saying that because of what you said, dog. You know.
Well, Coco says, my daddy wouldn't pop none of us girls, but my mama would throw a glass if she wanted you to get you. If she wanted to get you and you run.
Oh
You
yeah,
ran.
that's what mothers do. That's what mothers do. That's what you need to be doing, Coco. That's what you need to be doing. You need to have your children scared of you. You know, and I mean this when I say this. My mom died in 1997. It's 2024. I'm still scared of her. I am still scared of my mom. Even when I do wrong now, I feel like she punished me sometimes. You know, because when I had a thought about it, I know it's her talking to me. I know it's her. So we gon', you know, let's like I say, let's start back being, as we used to say years ago, let's start back being that village and get control of these kids.
Miss Jazz said, I got popped with a Fat Albert plastic bat for talking back and mumbling under my breath.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep that hope alive. Keep that hope alive. See now you got your own children. You can get some get back now.
Well, AJ says, parents today are raising little friends, sons, and little homegirl daughters.
AJ, you couldn't have said it no better. You couldn't have said it no better. Let me tell you something. My kids are beyond reaching age. I have had some of my kids to tell me, I'm too old to get a whipping. That's what you think. That's what you think. You know, I want y'all to understand, the older your child get, you gonna still be older than them.
Mm-hmm.
Every year you gonna be another age higher, and they gonna be another age higher. But you gonna always be older than them. So they can never get to be too old for a whipping. Never.
They think it though.
You know, even if I get to the point to where, well, I ain't gonna never get to that point. I'm sorry, I can't say that. Even if some of you all feel like you can get to the point to where you feel like your child outweigh you, your child bigger than you, your child might be stronger than you, the whole 9 yards. My mom used to tell us, if I ever had that thought to feel like that about one of my children, they better be careful going to sleep.
Yeah.
They better be careful going to sleep, because she got pots and pans and goddamn spoons and forks and all type of shit. She gonna come up there and beat your ass with, waking you up. Let me tell y'all something. It's nothing worse, and I don't know how many people done experienced this, but I'm gonna tell you my experience. There is nothing worse than getting woke up by an ass whooping.
Amen.
Telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing worse. I done got an ass whooping in the tub,
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Me three.
but I'd rather get those whoopings than to be sleep and wake up getting whooped.
Yeah.
You know, and then your mama tell you some shit like this. She say, and I'm beating you because I told you I was gonna whoop your ass and I forgot. Really? Are you serious? So you went to sleep or whatever, and you said, oh, I done whoop Jeffrey ass. So now I'm asleep, and you want to come up there and wake me up whooping my ass. Okay. 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 But guess what? I'll take it. What choice did I have not to?
I say, what choice did you have? Because I didn't have a choice. If I fell asleep and didn't wash the dishes,
Let me tell you something. My mom, if you didn't clean up my mom's kitchen when it was your time,
I'm telling you.
or you didn't clean my mom's kitchen up, and one thing you always knew was gonna be clean in your mother's house is her living room, her kitchen, and her bathroom.
Yes.
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 You knew those 3 rooms gonna stay clean at all time. You ain't have to worry about your bedroom too tough, cause wasn't nobody going up the steps anyway.
Right.
You know, ain't nobody going up the steps, so you can forget that. You can forget that. So I have lived it. My brothers have lived it. You know, so I want to tell all you men out there. I want to speak to all the men out there right now. Never let someone persuade you to think that a woman cannot raise a man. A woman can raise a man. I want you women, I want you ladies, I want you mothers to stop thinking that you cannot raise a man. The hell if you can't. My mom raised 7 and 8 men. We lost 3 of our siblings at childbirth. My mom raised all of us. My father passed away in 1971. My mom raised us to be men. She taught us how to cook. She taught us how to clean. She taught us how to do everything we needed to do to take care of ourselves. The only thing in a Christine sons need a woman for is desire. Everything else we can do that. We can do it ourselves. You know, we can desire ourselves, but shit, it don't feel like y'all. It ain't like y'all. So that gonna play out real fast. We was taught by our mom that a woman can look up far longer than your ass can look down, son. So don't think that you just the shit. You ain't the shit. So be the man of your household. Be the man of your situation. Man up to any and everything that you bring upon yourself. Do that. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with telling your brother you love him. Ain't nothing wrong with telling your friends you love them. Ain't nothing wrong with showing them love. You know, I hear guys say, man, I can't tell no man I love him. If you care something about him, you love him.
Right.
Give me, you know, as we used to say, give me my flowers while I'm walking. I don't want you standing over my couch and saying, man, I love you, man, I love you. You tell me that when I was living, nigga. Get your ass somewhere and sit down. Your 2 minutes up. So let's start learning how to express ourselves while we are here. Ain't nothing wrong with expression. Ain't nothing wrong with telling your besties, as y'all say, I love you, man. I love all my partners. I love all my acquaintances. I love everybody that's a part of me. And there's not a day go by if I don't tell them, if I'm talking to them, some of them tell me, I ain't hear you. But if I'm hanging up the phone, I'll say, I love you. Some people, they'll say, okay.
They don't say it back.
They don't say I love you too. And I'm cool with that because I know a lot of people is not into that.
They're not comfortable with it.
Because it's not in them. Mm-hmm. So I'm not offended by that. Mm-hmm. I'm not offended by that. But it'll catch on. Eventually, I'm going to say I love you. You're going to say I love you too before you even think about it.
Right.
See, that's our problem. We think about shit too much. No, just go with the flow sometimes. Sometimes you just want to go with the flow. Mm-hmm. All questions are not to be answered. They are not to be answered. So we gotta really start playing the role of sincere parents. And we gotta start using sincere parental guidance with our kids, with our grandkids, the whole 9 yards. These kids didn't ask to be here. Our tired asses brought them here. So once they get here, your life changed. Your life stopped. Because you're responsible for somebody now. Mm-hmm. You're responsible for somebody other than yourself now. So, let's start being mindful and let's try to start a trend. Let's try to start that type of trend. Let me see more fathers at these damn kindergarten and preschool graduations and shit. Let me see more fathers at those ceremonies. Those are the ones, guys, that mean something to the kids. Mm-hmm. Do you know the type of sensation you can bring to your child for their father, for them to look up at one of their little kindergarten graduations or one of their little preschool graduations and they see their damn dad? Mm-hmm. They know mama ass gonna be there. She the one took them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But let these kids start looking up, man, and see dad. Mm-hmm. Let's see more fathers showing up at these Pop Warner football games and basketball games and baseball games, supporting their children. And I want y'all country ass mamas to allow them to do that. Allow these men to be in their kids' lives. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all they want. Sometimes that's all these guys want. It's for you to just let them be involved in their kids' lives without talking all that bullshit to them. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, he'll be more of a help to you than a hinder. I guarantee you he will. I guarantee you he will. We gotta we gotta let bygones be bygones. Let the kids' fathers participate. Mm-hmm. So if they have to be somewhere, if they promise they gonna be there and don't show, that don't mean they didn't care. Something might have came up. I don't plan nothing. That's why I don't plan things. I just do it. Because when I try to plan it, something always comes up. Mm-hmm. Always. So I don't plan it. I don't plan nothing I do, I just do it. Mm-hmm. That's why I do this podcast freelance. Because if I try to plan it, I'm going to come in and talk about some more shit. So I'm going to come and talk about whatever God put on my heart. That's what the minister say. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about, I'm talking about what God put on my heart. Today, God put on my heart to talk about community uprisings. love and relationships. Things that have transpired before now. You know, let's talk about things that has meaning to it. You know, some of us, you know, we can sit around and talk about the bullshit all day. But get 5 of your friends and invite them to your house and you start talking about some shit that means something. Them motherfuckers gonna start easing out that door. They're gonna get to hollering, oh, I gotta go check on the children. You ain't checked on them goddamn since they been in the world. Oh, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. Because some people can't stand hearing the truth. Some people can't take good conversation. They got to have illness in their lives at all times. Those are the people I don't want to be around all the time. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around that. So, you know, let's start living the things that we say we are. Start living it. Start living. Let's start living it.
I think I like the love and relationship.
You know, so, it can be good. I ain't never been married, but I want to be married. But my queen gonna have to understand that she's the queen. I'm the king. My wife is gonna be so spoiled. Shit, I'll start probably claiming on my taxes because she'll be like one of my children to me. Because I know if I spoil a woman in a relationship, my wife gonna be, man, she gonna be done. She gonna be done. But understand this too about my wife, what she gonna have to do on my behalf. She gonna understand that she don't have no options. And when I say that, I mean, my wife don't have but one time to slip up. And it's over. It's over. One time. Not 3 times. Ain't no 3 strikes you out when you're married. Ain't no such thing as a damn 3 strikes you out. I don't believe in that.
What do you mean by slip up, though?
If she get caught in a situation that's not within our marriage, we done.
Yeah, cheating is already, that's
She
game over.
don't have no option.
Yeah.
But it go both ways now. That go for me too. If I do something wrong in my marriage, I want my wife to leave me. I want her to get so far the hell on I can't see her, smell her, nothing. I want she's supposed to leave me. You know, Big Jeff can take the game he play. If I'm gonna preach it, I'm gonna live it. If I'm gonna be it, I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna live it. You know, so that's how I go with me.
That's fair.
That's why I haven't been married yet, honestly. Because a woman don't have, when a woman starts showing me them other colors, my whole train of thought changes. It changes. You know, so that's how serious I take marriage. My wife can never leave me unless it's death.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be.
So,
that's normal.
You know, so Funny Willis, you can call me and my wife a game. You can call me and my wife a game. You can call me and my wife a game, me and all my children a game. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. We're a game. We're a game. It's not against the law to be a game. We ain't commit no crimes as a game. But we can be a game. So we got who is this? Goldie, T.L. Goldie, you right. It do say the vows do say the good times and bad. Yeah, you listen at what you reading now. The good times. Going outside of the marriage is not a damn bad time. That's not a bad time. That's something you wanted to do. Grown folks do what they want. Children do what they can. So let's don't get the word and twist it. Let's don't get it twisted. The vows say love, honor, and cherish. I'm gonna do all that. That's why your ass ain't got no option. I'm gonna do all of that. Not times. When we get married, times is not even in our vocabulary no more. We having fun. We ain't having good times. We having fun. We enjoying our life.
Marley Max, she told you, she said, well, on that note, I guess we still get married. Oh, you got some offers.
Ain't gonna never say never.
Okay,
I'll
Mom.
never say never. You
might
don't
be
never
in the
know what
house.
life gonna take you.
Okay.
You don't never know who gonna be in your life or who gonna become a part of your life. So I will never say we won't never be married. Or I don't even know who the hell you is, but I won't say never. I'm not gonna say never because I don't know. I can meet you tomorrow and you can tell me after we get married, hey, you know I'm so and so, right? So I can't say never.
Tall Glass says, as long as you're up front, it's good. That's right. Honesty.
Definitely. You know, this is a pet peeve of mine. I have a pet peeve that I share with any woman that I talk to on a dating note, relationship note, or any other note. If we decide to deal with each other on some type of level, I make it perfectly clear to you that I'm not him and I'm not them. And for those of you who don't understand what that means, I'm not the last man you dealt with and I'm not those other guys that you have dealt with. So don't give me that damn problem. Don't give me their problem. Don't come into dealing with me on any type of level and make me live those guys' lives that they went through with you or you went through with them. I'm gone as soon as I see that. As soon as I see that. A woman has to accept my kids as well as me.
It's a package deal.
I'm a package deal. I'm a package deal like your ass is. So don't get it twisted. Both of us are package deals. So we're gonna do everything together. We're gonna raise our kids together. I don't believe in that stepdaddy shit. If I'm dealing with you, your children are my children. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And trust me, their fathers will know that. I'll be the one telling him. And I'm going to let him know. You part of my family too, brother. Because these your children. I want a relationship with that gentleman who's the father of these kids.
That's the way it should be.
He got access to everything but my bedroom and my sugar. Shit. Now, if you get caught in one of them, he'll be there forever because she going to have to live with that. Because I'm out of there. I'm out of there. You know, so these are just little pointers, man, that I'm trying to give everybody that, you know, so that we can start being better in our relationships. I'm learning that. I'm learning how to be better in relationships. You know, because I've been by myself for so long to, you know, I have to really make myself understand that when you're dealing with somebody, you can't be one-sided. You can't be one-sided. You know, I don't be one-sided to where I be selfish. I be one-sided to where I feel like I can still do some of the things that I was doing, like staying out late, like being out to in the morning, you know, on a damn machine or at a casino or, you know, whatever the case might be. I got to start understanding that if someone is at home waiting on me in a relationship, I need to take my black ass home. I need to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm still learning a lot of things too from being by myself.
Miss Jazz wants to know how old are you?
I'm a proud 58, Miss Jazz. I'm a proud 58. I just turned 58 on July the 4th.
She's 59.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. You 59, that's what's up. That's good. Are you enjoying being 59? Because I'm damn sure enjoying being 58. I'm enjoying it. I'm bashing in the light every day. Every day. I have a good day every day because God allowed me to wake up. What go on during that day, hey man, it is what it is. That's part of my story.
Amen.
But every day I wake up, I feel blessed. I feel blessed. You know, so, you know, I'm not ashamed of my age. I don't regret nothing I have ever done in life because I did it for a purpose. It was a reason for me to do it. So now I don't regret anything, and I'm going to keep living. I'm going to keep living. I strive every day to accomplish something. Everybody needs to try to accomplish something every day. Because if you can't, if you don't, you wasted 24 hours, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can give them 24 hours to some damn body else that gonna do something with them. I don't care if it's walking an old lady across the street. I don't care if it's playing with the kids until they get damn tired or they tire your ass out or whatever. Do something constructive every day. Do something with a purpose every day, man, and just try to do something. Accomplish something every day. That's a good day. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel good about whatever you accomplished, the whole 9 yards. That's a damn good feeling. That's a damn good feeling. I accomplish something every day because every day I, some kind of way throughout the day, wind up making somebody else happy. So that make me happy. That make me feel good. To be able to make someone feel good about themselves, I'm cool with that. I admire that. I admire that. So let's work on trying to accomplish something positive every day instead of all this negative bullshit. You know, if you feel like you're not going to accomplish something, call somebody on the phone and say, I just want to call you and tell you I love you. I just want to call you and tell you I hope you having a good day. That's accomplishing something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nobody questions?
Let's see.
All right, now. Miss Shanita got the flow now. We doing pass the mic today. We're gonna pass it to Miss Shanita, then we're gonna pass it over there to Miss Infamous Sylvia.
Let's see what that Shanita got to say. Well,
I want everybody to understand y'all gotta bear with us. We freelance. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't stripping nothing.
Okay.
We coming straight from the heart because, as I always say, this is nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth. Well, I was just reading some of the comments, and Tall Glass says, "My oldest son, Grandpa, is old school too. No play, nothing. No play, nothing. No play, cousin. No play, period. Everybody is family, and he's so family oriented. She says, your family is my family. So, I agree with that.
That's right.
And I agree with what Big Jeff said. We just got to get back to doing more things with family. And every family have disagreements. I know mine's do. And we just got to make up, get back together, and stick together. Like he said, don't let anyone come in and divide the family. That's very important. When somebody has a new mate or new, if they're not married, I'm saying like, other people on the outside sometimes do come in and divide families. So we got to just learn how to stick together and be there for each other a little bit more. So I agree with that.
So we're talking about family?
Family.
Family. Old school. As far as family, definitely we need to get back to what we used to be, where the community take care of our children. We all do it as a community. But how do we get there?
We get there by doing what we're doing now, talking about it. We talk about it and we try to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? What I wanna do, everybody who has this link, I want you all to send us ideas of what y'all think that we gonna let you all make some, decisions on what we might need to do to bring the communities back together, and we'll go over them, we'll view them, we'll talk about them on the show. You know what I'm saying? And we'll let you all know, what I'm gonna get a bell. And the bell if we ring the bell, that means we like your comment. We like what you saying in your comment. We like how you present it. You know what I mean? We just gonna give you your props too. We want to give you all your props. When I was on my way here, my nephew is also the producer of this show, Mr. Darius Williams. Let's give it up for Darius. He does a damn good job setting us up so we can come and freelance.
Thanks, Darius.
Thank you, Darius.
He's so dedicated to working with Uncle Jeff. To where we have some of the music that you all listen to before I get here is done by one of the producers, or both of the producers that's in the studio with us. So if you got any type of feelings toward, you want to try to use some of these beats that they play for you, it's open. Our door is always open. Always. So you can come to the studio, you can talk to them, you can hang with them, you can kick it with them. I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a few minutes, so that they can give you all their Instagrams and their Facebooks and Twitters and all that old bullshit. I'm not into it.
TikTok.
And TikToks and
You don't have social media?
TikToks and all that old shit.
You don't have social media?
Yeah, I got social media, but I don't play on it like that.
Okay.
I don't play on it like that. And I also want to let y'all know that Darius is a one-of-a-kind nephew. He's a one-of-a-kind nephew, and he goes over the extremities of making things right and doing things correct. You know what I'm saying? So he's a real productive young man. I'm so proud of my nephew. I don't know what to do, man. I love him to death. I love him to death. And I don't have a problem with saying that. I don't have a problem saying that. I get emotional when I speak on my nieces and nephews and my kids because they all do their best at whatever. And they love Uncle Jeff. They love their Uncle Jeff. I can call them and ask them whatever. Ask them to do whatever. Shit. Hell, they call me. They ask me when on the show, cause see, I'm Uncle Jeff who, if I tell you I'm gonna be there at 2, you can see me at 6. But you know I'm coming. You know I'm settled to get down now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm real thankful for my nieces and nephews, man, and my children on them being understandable that that's just Unc. That's just Unc. You know, when I leave this earth, a lot of people that may come to the ceremony, y'all might leave. Because I might not be there. You might be sitting there waiting on me to get there. So, you know, in other words, they tell me, oh, you going to be late for your own funeral. I don't give a damn. I ain't going nowhere anyway. Be in the ground. Shit. So, ain't in no hurry to go down in there. You know what I mean? So, you know, but my nephew acknowledged something to me today that made me feel real good about everybody that listens to the show, everybody that tunes in, you know, and make your comments and this, that, and the other. My nephew called me and he said, Aunt, where you at? I texted him back and said, I'm on the way. I'll be pulling up in a minute. As soon as I walked through the door, he said, Aunt, they taking your ass out on this goddamn, on this podcast. He said, Aunt, they getting it to you, boy. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for that. They let me know you all appreciate what we doing here. That
Tell
let
them
me
the
know.
new times, though. So
Yeah.
instead of coming on at 4 p.m., we'll do 5 p.m.
Yeah, we doing 5 from now on. We doing 5.
Which mean about
Eastern
5:30.
Standard Time. you guys.
We talking about 5 p.m. Uncle Jeff time.
Uncle Jeff time.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Uncle Jeff time. So ain't no Eastern Central, none of that. This Uncle Jeff 5 p.m. It's Uncle Jeff. So, you know, and I really do appreciate you all for that. I really do. You know, that made me feel real good for him to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who set aside everything y'all have going on to come on this podcast and listen to us, you know, we really do appreciate you. And I want y'all to give it up for yourselves. Give it up for all the listeners. All right?
You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you joined us today. We thank
could
you.
have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here.
Yay.
On nothing but the damn truth. Nothing but the truth. All right. So I'm gonna let the engineers, I'm gonna let the people who makes this show happen. We're gonna give them the flow. You know, we passing the mic today, as I said earlier. We're gonna give them the flow. We're gonna let them give you all their information. We're gonna let Darius, who is the producer, we're gonna let him give you the links to where you can go on and watch the show and order these t-shirts. These t-shirts are fucking busted. Hey man, slime is the shit. Slime is the shit.
Free slime.
Free slime. The GOAT.
The goat.
Well, I ain't gonna say the GOAT. I'm the damn GOAT. I'm the GOAT.
The goat junior.
That's my prince. I'm the king. That's my prince. Slime is my prince. You understand? So we gonna shoot the link out
I want my shirt now.
where you can order your
She
shirts.
want to do her
at.
shirt. She want to show her
My
shirt.
now.
You know, so y'all gonna get y'all shirts too. We gonna start. You know, Uncle Jeff gonna start coming to the show with a little fly game.
All right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna come once a week. Once every other week. I mean, Uncle Jeff gonna come in and show y'all what type of man Uncle Jeff can really be with his suit and ties on.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
we gonna
Okay.
put this shit on effect.
Okay.
We're gonna put this shit on effect. So all you guys out there, Don't be mad, cause she said it's the truth. I'm talking about you too, brother. I'm talking about you too. I want you to start dressing for her at least once a week.
Okay.
Let her come on. I don't give a damn. You get dressed and sit on the damn sofa. Just dress up. Give her something to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Give her something to look at.
Good
Let
idea.
her admire you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's in these love and relationships, sit down, come up with you all a plan on doing something at least once a week together, and fulfill it. And fulfill it. You know, and fulfill it. You can have your girlfriends and your partners 5-6 days a week. But I got to be with my better half at least one day out of that week.
That's right.
Tell ya.
That's
I
right.
got to be with the better half.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so like I say, let's not talk it. Let's start doing it. Let's start doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, guys, when you walking down the street with your girl and she got her little outfit on and you looking like the gentleman that she's supposed to be walking with, it's okay for another man to look at your girl. It's okay. Hey man, I want you to turn around and walk backwards looking at my girl. You understand? You know, I'm not so into rap to where it's a little song. It's a song that I heard. And I was listening to it one day and I kept saying, he really put some shit on for his girl. I don't know who this cat is, so don't ask me. Y'all will know him before I do. But in his song, his hook is, girl, you know you're fine, don't you? Girl, you know you're fine.
Oh, I like
That's the shit.
Who seen that?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I like that
But
song.
he represent his girl.
Yeah.
He represent his girl, man. Or whoever girl. So, hey, guys, listen, man, for real. This on the real. Hey, man, walk with your girl and be proud.
That's right.
Walk with her and be proud. You know, I see guys with the insecurities, as I see it is. You know, you walking with your girl and y'all out in the public and, you know, you might see some guy walking that I don't know for what reason you'll let another guy intimidate you if you walking with your girl. But the most funniest shit to me is when you walking past a man and his girl, a young man and his girl, and the first thing he do is grab her and clutch her. He want to hug her, kiss on her, all type of shit. Nigga, you ain't did that shit knowing this year. And you can tell she don't be used to it because she can't even react. Ain't nothing wrong with letting the guys look at your girl, man. She going home with you. So I would feel bad if I had to feel like I'm the only one want my girl. That means she ugly. If ain't nobody else looking at her but me, I got a problem with that myself. I want you to admire my girl. I want you to turn around and walk into a damn pole looking at my girl. So, you know, we got to get past a lot of this stuff. You can't be insecure of your woman, man, because she's with you. She's with you. And I want y'all to consider that. If she with you, you shouldn't worry about if she wants somebody else. If you feel like your woman wants somebody else, that means you know your ass ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Point blank, period.
Part.
Your ass ain't doing what you supposed to do, son.
Sure. That's true.
So don't check her. Go in the bathroom and put Michael Jackson on and look at that man in that damn mirror. Because it's your ass. So we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to let the producers and the engineers come in and give y'all their names and give y'all their info. And then we're going to sign out. And this is Big Jeff for YSL Loaded. And we're coming from No Days Off Radio with nothing
Thing but the truth.
Peace.
Out.
Hey man, y'all gotta go ahead and introduce yourself to these people. Already.
What's your name? What's your name? Zayla? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zayla? Ooh, that's different.
For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo?